Hey guys, welcome to Satisfactory. This is a game that I can't remember made. All I know that it's really good and it's really in depth and it's going to be a long game. Now I will be playing this by myself to kind of get the grasp of the game, as you probably will watch me fail over and over again trying to remember how does one do things. Now this game is multiplayer, so if you'd like, I could see if any of my friends would like to join with me on this, because I feel like it would be a genuine blast to have more than one human being on here. But to start off the game, all I know is that we have to build a hub. And we're gonna build it, I think would be the best spot is right here. Just because of the fact of how opened to grassed to rock location it is. Now I, being the person that I am, decided to skip the tutorial. Because I hate myself. But it's fine. I'll figure out how does one do things. All I know is that rocks. So, as I said in the beginning, this is going to be kind of just a long trek. If you don't really have to watch it, you can put it in the background and listen to it as you hear myself question how does one do things. But yeah, no. So the first thing we need to look for the mining is iron. So as we just found is a iron location. We're gonna want to go like this, and usually I like it facing towards the base, which is that direction. Now the issue with this though is that it needs power. It's not gonna run. We can set up a little bit of these, and we do. So the bio burner, some of you know, some of you don't. How the biomass burner works is well, first let me do this. How the biomass burner works is simply to put it, you put grass and stuff inside of it and it burns it. And it goes through it really fast, like exponentially fast. So what I'm doing right now is connecting wires to each other so that can go to that, which then can start making iron. I believe, what's the button? I've already forgotten the button. F, it's F. Okay, so we're gonna dismantle this. So the way I would do it is that you'd put two of them on one pole. So this is the power grabbing pole. Then you'd connect it to that. So instead of two poles being on the one that moves power, you'll just have two poles on the one that's grabbing the power. So it's grabbing the power, putting it in here, and hauling it all the way over there. Eventually, if I start putting resources in said power. So we're gonna need to look for foliage. So like that. So leaves, power petals, wood, all of that can be used for power. Now there are better sources of power, but this is what we get. Just grab a whole lot of it, because like I said, this burns through it like crazy. I think that's enough to run it for a little bit. I say little bit because, like I said, it's going to go through this like crazy. So we're gonna half it, put it in here. That's gonna go. We're gonna half it, put it in here. That's gonna go. So now that everything's powered, you'll see that there's a green light on over there. That means that is currently active, which is a good thing. So I would need, we can do this. So what you'd want to do is make this. Let's just bring it to like, I don't know, here, because I'm gonna eventually break that off into separate sections to where it makes both the plates and the poles at the exact same time. So as you can see, metal is coming out. What we're gonna need first to continue the said process, we're gonna need a smelter. So we can put a smelter, like say here, and connect it. Now it's not connected to power, so you're gonna want to grab one from like this pole and connect it to power. Now, anytime metal goes into there, it'll be smelt into like an ingot, I guess you can call it. And then what you're going to need next, if I put a little bit of conveyor belts, we're going to go here. What you're going to need next is a constructor. A constructor will basically, so originally you would make the items in your inventory, but with the constructor's job, you'll press E on it, you'll pick the item that you want to make. Say for an example, the iron plates, because that's what we need right now. It'll take 6 seconds to make 2 iron plates, so basically 20 per minute, and you need 3 iron ingots to make 2 iron plates. See? So but like I said, it also doesn't have power. So we're gonna have to grab one from here and put it to here. So now it's powered. So oh, this isn't, I forgot to click it. So you'd also do the same thing here. You would click that, and then it'll start going. That's cooking that, and then that's cooking to that. So then we can do this. Let's go to here. And then what I'm going to do is then make a storage unit. These hold, it's pretty obvious what its name does. It holds stuff. It holds about that much. I believe 100, I think, can be fit in a single kettle. So, as that is going, so this whole game is about automation. All of it. So, as you can see now, is that it's grabbing the plates and pushing the plates into here. Now, as that is going, we'll then need to find the second ore, which is copper. Now, as I said before, I am on a desolate island, and I have no clue where stuff is located. That's why we'll be proceeding to walk in a direction, and I guess the best way I can say is hope? Unless I'm wrong. No. Oh, but this is... So, as you can say that it says impure for the small chunk, and then pure for the big chunk. The reason why that is because impure gives not as much copper as the pure bit. So I believe it goes impure, normal, pure, very pure, I believe. So yeah, as you can see that it says impure, which means it's not going to be a very good one to get copper from. So if this one is also very impure, we'll be proceeding to use that one back there until I can find a better source of, and I can just falcon punch the thing. We will be proceeding to grab this and bring it all the way over there because I don't feel like walking. So, like I said, same thing. You would go to miner, you pick miner, you pick it in the direction of said home, then you're gonna need to, well, electricity. This is the other daunting task because it requires cement. But it is fine. So this is kind of like the whole same thing. We just go all the way over there, put the wires on it, and if we're lucky, control for this. And I'll stop since I'm trying to see that glass. Ooh. Okay. So those are usually the iron ore land. As you can see, that structure in the wall. So on the focus of the top of the it'll show a conflict, which is just basically on the boxes exactly where that's. Okay. Now the rest of the rest of the and we're back. So, once again, right click to, oh, for gosh sakes. Inventory. Oh, what on earth are you? A stinger. Anyways, so you would right click to disconnect them from each other so you can like half them. And then, so we got the consuming. That's how much it's consuming for, said power. Production is how much it's making for power. The max is how much it can, like, consume. And then capacity is 40, I believe. So that means that that goes above, that the number, I believe, of consuming goes above this one. everything will shut down, I believe. See, it'll even show here. You can check on the poles to check for power. But now that power is back up momentarily, we're going to finish the logistics. We're going to check on how this is doing in here because we're going to need the plates. See, we've already made 112. It doesn't take too long to do it. It's not a very daunting process, honestly. It's just a little bit of a challenge. So, once again, smelter. We're going to go miner, smelter, constructor. Because we go, look at all that iron. Look at all of that. And once again, it's going to take a minute for me to go all the way over there. So, we're going to make a craft bench out here. This craft bench is the bench that's inside the building back over at the base. It's the thing that allows you to craft all the stuff in here. Bringing these along with you can always help an awful lot. So yeah, originally how you would make it before automation is you click that, or you can hold spacebar, it'll make it. The longer you'd hold it, the longer it would usually go. And you do that, then you hold it to the different thing. It'll tell you how much you'll make and how much you need. So that's where we make that. We can now do the original daunting task of making a smelter. So then if we go here, place the conveyor belt into there, we now have the smelting capabilities. Now, we are a bit far. So I'm going to try my best to get over here as much as possible. We're going to go right here. And then we're going to make the constructor. I'm sure you remember. Make the constructor, put the belt in, go into here, make wire. And now when copper makes it over... Oh, no, we forgot one last thing. Silly me. That's why it's not going. You have to go over here, make it into copper ingots, connect said power to building, and now it will make it. We'll have to do the same thing over here. So that to there. And now when the copper ingot hits there, it'll make it into copper wire, which we need 300 of. As I will continue to bring this all the way back to base. So that is the other issue with power. Because if you look in here, oh no, we ran out of power on one of them. Yes, we did. So, as you can see, the entire base is requiring on running on 2 of those biomass generators. So I'm sure as you saw on the left, it says fuse broke because the other one ran out of power, which means they couldn't function at the same time. You can also hold E for this bit as well when you're running around collecting grass. Yeah, don't panic in a situation like this just because the power goes down. It'll happen. It's not a very uncommon thing that'll like, oh my god, it's gonna affect me. It's gonna happen. You just gotta be ready for it. Because when you don't have the power to run it, you're gonna need other things. Yeah, so these things that I'm collecting, blue power slugs, they're gonna be used for a when we unlock them section of the game. And they're very useful when you unlock them. Very, very useful. So yeah, I'm gonna run all the way back there. We're gonna power them up, and I'll meet you guys back over there. So yep, when you get over here and you put the power in, you're gonna click like this. And there we go. And power is back. I know I shouldn't be using these to do what I'm doing, but it makes things easier. Go right here. And then we're going to make... We don't have enough. Let's do this. There we go. There we go. Now that consists of the automation of bringing copper and plates over here. Now, like I said, this is the part where it comes together, but at a slow pace. So yeah, it's gonna take a minute. So usually in the process of speeding said thing up, we can do a little bit of manual work to make things speed up, because there are conveyor belts tier 2, but they're more expensive. So, oh, never mind. They're catching up. You can use the conveyor belts as kind of like a speed boost. Yep, those are catching up. We're gonna wait till those get 150, and then we're gonna switch it over to pipes. Then, once we hit pipes, we got everything about done. So, I guess this could be the time where you guys go grab like a snack or something. Just go do something real fast, and for you guys, it'll be like a blip. For me, it's gonna be like 30, 40 minutes. Not that, I'm over-exaggerating. It's probably gonna be like 10, 20 minutes. Probably just the fact of how a little bit of long it's going to take. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute, I guess. And we're back. So after a little bit of like 5, probably 10, maybe 20 minutes of sitting here and mining the metal myself because the machines were taking just a little bit slow, we finally have all the materials for this. So once you get all the materials in the top right, so 150 of the plates, 150 of the poles, and 300 copper wire, you're gonna want to go to the configure hub terminal. You're gonna want to click E on it and proceed to drag all the items. And as my favorite bit is to press the big red button to launch the pod. Now that we've done that, thank you, Ada, for doing my job for me. What she said. Basically, we got the conveyor lift, so meaning we can bring things upwards, and we got the merger, so it allows you to combine 2 things onto a single platform, and then the conveyor splitter, which allows you to split 2 things onto one thing onto 2 different platforms, which is what I was going to do with the plates, so then we can both make plates and rods at the same time. So I guess I can show you a quick on how to do that just real fast. I'm sure you see on the top right, objective, build the space elevator, but I'd like to get these tiers first done before we can do that, just so we kind of have a little bit of a head start. So, right here is where we're gonna, basically what we want to do is make a converter splitter. So, how that works is basically, the moment I put this down, we're gonna... What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing plates. So basically, when this goes, it's still going, you can obviously see, but when the converter splitter gets another panel there, instead of it going all in this direction, it's going to go into the other direction. It's going to be... We're gonna make this where I can build off of this as well for future times. Go here, and then we can build a constructor. Right there. Right there. Turn this into iron rods. And power is down again. Crud. Anyways, before I end the video, that's how you use a conveyor splitter. Basically, now instead of it, I'm having to switch this back and forth between plates and poles, and now we'll take off some of the iron from there down into here, split it off into a direction to where some will come into this direction, making the poles, and that will be making the plates. So, this is so far the first bit of it. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I will be making another one not too long from now for the next tier of stuff, and hope you guys have a great day.